Hey guys, Alex here. Is your steering wheel suddenly hard to turn or making strange noises? That groaning sound or sudden stiffness isn't just annoying, it's your car warning you. Don't ignore it. Power steering problems can quickly become dangerous, especially at highway speeds. Today, I'll show you the most common power steering symptoms, what causes them, and how you can fix some right at home, saving you money. Let's get started. Welcome back to Fixpro Garage. To understand what's going wrong, let's quickly cover how power steering works. Most cars use a hydraulic system. A pump, driven by your engine, sends high-pressure fluid to help you turn the wheels with ease. When any part fails, you'll feel it immediately. Now let's dive into the first symptom. The most obvious sign of a power steering problem: your steering wheel suddenly feels heavy and hard to turn. This means you've lost power assist, a serious safety issue. The number one cause: low power steering fluid. Check your fluid reservoir under the hood. If it's below the minimum line, you found your problem. But don't just top it off. Power steering is a closed system. If fluid is low, there's a leak. Use a flashlight to inspect the reservoir, hoses, pump, and steering rack for wet spots or drips. Common leak points are cracked hoses or worn seals. Don't ignore a leak or keep topping off fluid. Running low can burn out your pump, costing you hundreds. If fluid is fine but steering is still stiff, your pump or serpentine belt may be failing. A failing pump can't generate enough pressure, especially at low speeds. So, first check fluid, then look for leaks, and finally consider the pump or belt. Ignoring this can lead to a damaged steering rack, a much bigger repair. Address stiffness early to avoid expensive fixes. Hear a loud whining or groaning when you turn the wheel, especially at low speeds. That's your power steering pump crying for help. Most often it's caused by low fluid. The pump is sucking in air, creating that noise. Check your fluid level and top it up with the correct type for your car. Using the wrong fluid can damage seals and hoses. Add fluid slowly, don't overfill, and watch the level as you go. If the noise persists, air may still be trapped. Bleed the system by turning the wheel fully left and right several times with the engine running. Watch for bubbles in the reservoir and keep the fluid topped up. If the noise won't go away, your pump may be worn out and need replacing. Catching this early is cheap and easy. Ignore it, and you'll be replacing the pump. Listen to your car and act fast to avoid major repairs. Remember, a bottle of fluid is a lot cheaper than a new pump. Don't let a simple noise turn into a big problem. Always use the right fluid and keep your system topped up. Preventative care saves you money. If your steering feels jerky or goes from stiff to easy, you've got inconsistent power assist. The usual culprit: old, dirty, or contaminated power steering fluid. Dirty fluid clogs valves, causing pressure drops and jerky steering. The fix: flush out the old fluid and replace it with fresh. Another cause is a worn or loose serpentine belt. If it slips, the pump loses power, making steering unpredictable. Check the belt for cracks or looseness and replace if needed. If fluid and belt are fine, but steering is still jerky, the steering rack may be failing, a serious issue. A failing rack can cause total loss of control. Don't wait. Get it checked by a pro. DIY fixes like fluid flushes and belt replacements are great, but rack issues need expert help. Smooth steering is critical for safety. Spot a reddish or amber puddle under your car. That's likely power steering fluid, a leak you can't ignore. First, clean the area around the pump, reservoir, and hoses to spot the source. With the engine running, have someone turn the wheel while you look for leaks at hose connections, clamps, and seals. Tighten loose clamps, but replace any cracked or mushy hoses. If fluid drips from the pump or steering rack boots, the internal seals have failed. These parts need replacing. Never drive with an empty reservoir. Running dry destroys the pump in minutes. If you find a big leak and the reservoir is empty, don't start the car. Fix it or tow it. A tow is cheaper than a new pump and rack. Take leaks seriously and fix them right the first time. Protect your steering and your wallet. If your steering wheel vibrates or shakes, something's out of balance or failing. Most often it's unbalanced tires or bad alignment. Get those checked first, but low power steering fluid can also cause vibrations, especially when turning. A failing pump with worn bearings can send shudders through the wheel, often with a grinding noise. A loose or failing serpentine belt or tensioner can also cause vibrations that change with engine speed. Rarely, a worn steering rack or tie rod ends can cause both vibration and looseness. Pay attention to when the vibration happens, at speed, during turns, or at idle, to help diagnose the cause. Don't ignore steering vibrations. They're a safety warning. Fixing the root cause makes your car safer and smoother to drive. Address vibrations early to avoid bigger problems. Those are the 5 most common power steering problems and how to spot them. Most start small, like low or dirty fluid, but ignoring them leads to expensive repairs. Take a few minutes to check your fluid and look for leaks. It could save you hundreds. If this video helped, give a thumbs up and subscribe to Fixpro Garage for more car repair tips. Share your steering stories in the comments. I read everyone. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.